Hello everyone, I am Dipankar Vashne. I am a third year undergraduate from Department of Chemical Engineering. I am currently a core team member in events and operations in SARC, and I am contesting for the post of overall coordinator of Student Alumni Relations Cell. So I'll start with my vision, then I'll move on to discussing my manifesto points. So my main vision is to develop a robust alumni network of this institute and simultaneously increasing the channels of interactions that this institute currently has. I dream to take this institute to the level of Western counterparts, and this can be done by basically two steps. Firstly, we need to develop a strong sense of connection with the alumni with this institute, and secondly, by the utilization of alumni resources for the benefit of this IITB community. So I'll move on to discussing my manifesto points, how these align with the vision that I have. So firstly is the industrial learning program. So we wish to launch this. This is a lot of alumni are having a lot of projects which they want to be floated among the students. So we'll develop a portal for that, and the students can register for that and can get the guidance as well as solve those projects simultaneously. One is we'll start Ask Alumni program, which will be an opportunity for the students to ask questions to the alumni whole round the year. So they'll use that portal and post the questions on that, and we'll tell the required time at which the alumni will answer those questions, be it through any online platform or through videos. One is speed mentoring online live sessions. This is basically for the alumni who are living in the US for whom it's not possible to come to the institute to physically interact with the students. So we wish to develop these speed mentoring live sessions, which will be very helpful for the students in related to career guidance as well as general stuff. Other one is the senior class gift. So this idea was to basically inculcate the feeling of giving back to the giving back right after the students pass out from this institute. So, so the second one is collaboration with all the institute bodies. So what I feel is we are more like a service provider. So we should be more working on collaboration with all the bodies. So all the bodies are invited to join us for all the help that we can give us, and I'll assure that we tried our best to help them. So I'll move on to alumni student mentorship program. So this is basically a unique feature of SARC, which we provide student mentorship, right, like the institute student mentorship program. So I'll improvise a mentor allotment algorithm, which is there. And also I need to target the number of mentors and mentees which are currently there. And also I am planning to develop a centralized feedback mechanism to monitor the quality of interactions that this institute currently has, and also to increase the PG participation. So next I'll move on to student alumni meet. So this is basically a flagship event of SARC. So I'll revamp the current structure of this, and which I'll target basically more on the career centered events like leadership training sessions, speed mentoring, startup workshop, etc. And also I propose to introduce group discussions in this, which will be guided and moderated by alumni. So I'll move on to next phonathons. So phonathons are basically an opportunity for the students to talk to the alumni directly on a call. So I'll encourage students for more personal and informal talks as well as incentivize this calling process. I'll conduct a professional training session for the SARC volunteers, so which will improve their communication skills to a hell lot of extent. And also I'm aiming to launch the continuous phonathons round the year, which will be basically to update the alumni database. Next, moving on to hostel and department affairs. So I'll aim for decentralizing all the institute alumni activities to hostel and department levels. So this will be done firstly at the hostel level through hostel alumni secretaries, which will be guided by the hostel council in inviting alumni to their fest and festival celebrations, sports leagues, etc. And in the department, the department alumni secretaries there. So it will be guided by department G6 in conducting industrial visits, department talks, and inviting successful alumni at a time of freshers batch orientation. Next moving to ITB-A and Dean SCR office. So as a SARC, we'll support ITB-A in organizing all the reunions, alumni day, and also at the scaling up of the institute valedictory function. And also I aim to increase the campus awareness about the alumni funded scholarship. The current MCM is also an alumni funded scholarship, so we can collaborate and launch more scholarships regarding that. And also arranging alumni visits to hostel and departments during reunions, and as well as with the help of department councils. And this time what we are planning is to ensure regular attendance of SARC in the chapter meets so as to convey the information from both sides, from students to alumni and vice versa. So this was all that I need. Thank you.
So we'll move on to the panel questions. I'll hand over the mic to Yashwant to start off.
So regarding the first initiative, industrial learning program, so can you tell us the timelines, as in when it's being started, and is it going to be in semester or is it going to be in winters or summers?
So basically this will start as a process of calling to the alumni. So that we'll do in the summers. So we'll call the alumni to get their response, to get their interest, what kind of projects alumni have. And depending on that, when we get a list of projects, we'll incorporate that into a portal that we are making. And depending on the project, it can be a semester-long project as well as during the summers or winter break.
Hello. Hello. Yeah. So regarding the ILP itself, this is something that has been going on for the past 2 years, and it has faced some technical difficulties, as in the dean feels that this is something that should be rather done by the PT cell as compared to us. So what new arguments have you thought of or to get this passed and to get this done?
So the main concern of Dean was to firstly vet the companies and how to check whether those projects are real or not. So for the same reason, what we have approached PTCell for the same, and they are ready to collaborate with us. So we'll get the projects from the alumni. They'll vet those companies for us, and in return they'll be getting those contacts of the alumni for using in the times of placement.
So under Phonathon, your first point is incentivize the calling process and increase awareness amongst the students. So it's been some time, quite some time since Phonathons have been happening, but we still see that there's not much of student participation, although it is a very good platform for students to network with the alums. So why do you feel it is this way, and what exactly incentive are you going to provide to the students?
Okay, so this time as a core team member of Awareness of Operations, I tried to introduce the gift vouchers for the same. It worked, but the reason was since it was in the summers, there were not much students in this institute. So what we'll do is we'll launch more phonathons during the semesters, and I am sure if we continue giving those incentives, we'll definitely increase the awareness, and as well as we'll get a lot of participation from students.
So you mentioned something about gift vouchers. So do you feel that gift vouchers are an incentive enough for students to come to your phonathons?
Okay, so see, we don't usually encourage giving cash for the reason because see, phonathons are something which we conduct in association with Dean Asia. So he is kind of against this because he wants this interaction to be a more of something with which people and student and alumni feel a connection rather than more like a call center. So that was the reason we don't introduce cash prize, direct cash award. So, but just to encourage people, we tried introducing gift vouchers like Flipkart and that of Amazon, and it worked. And I guess and people were happy when they worked.
Hello. Yeah. So you also mentioned to increase the PG participation. So how do you intend to do that?
So this firstly for the same reason we have a post of CTM as a PG. So that will give us a lot of insight. What is the thinking and what are the needs of the PG Janta, and also just now we have launched an ASMP Spring Phase which was totally targeted for the PG Janta. So the second phase of the alumni student mentorship program will be definitely going to be targeted to the PG audience.
So regarding the student alumni meet, you've talked about these sessions, speed mentoring, starter workshop, etc. So all of this was done this year as well, and we've seen that beyond a point it doesn't have advantages, seeing that you're not providing anything tangible. So what new would you be bringing into these events?
Leadership training session was done for the first time, and the response that we got was quite nice. People were happy for this session, and also for the speed mentoring. We had only 5 to 6 mentors, so we could cover only around 50 to 60 students. But those students were kind of very happy because of the interaction that they did for around half an hour or 1 hour with the mentor. So this year we are planning to increase that mentors. These are professional coaches, by the way. So this year we'll planning to take this to, say we had 5 to 6, so we'll try to keep it to 15 to 20, and we'll try covering as many people as possible over the span of 2 days on which student alumni meet runs.
Okay, so next we'll have Mihir from Insight asking the questions.
Hi. You write about this manifesto point where you want to start a monthly newsletter. So, have you figured out how you're going to get content?
So basically, it's not a starting; it's a general point I have mentioned. So it's
Right.
already been done. So this newsletter has already been done. We just provide the content and also content of the same, and also improvisation and new content that we can give to which is circulated in the alumni domain.
So this is not the same as the alumni newsletter.
It's the same as the alumni newsletter. It's the same.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Just content. Okay. The second thing I want to ask is with regards to ILP.
Yeah.
So have you talked to alumni and what sort of projects we floated there?
Okay, so we have got a response. See, we got this idea because we were kind of contacted by a lot of alumni who had projects. Then they wanted to give projects to this institute, to the students. But since there was no channel for them, so we thought in giving the projects. Alumni don't want to come to the PTCL. The reason because of the terms and conditions that they need to follow. So we are just providing a easy enough channel for them to launch the projects to the students.
Now, closing statement.
Okay, so I like to conclude by saying that being associated with SARC from past 2 years, I have known this body and I know the potential it has in providing the benefits to the institute. So I invite all the bodies to collaborate with us, and we'll try our best to give our service to the same. And at the same time, I invite all the students to be a part of all our initiatives. And I assure you, you'll have a great experience being associated with us. Thank you, and do vote for me.